Yep, your mix make your speaker now.
Welcome to another episode of Rough Diamonds. Today I'm joined by Cosmo Evasion. You good, bro?
Yes, my brother. Well, go on, man. How we doing?
We're chilling. So, tell me about the name straight off the bat.
Well, real name Cosmo. It took a few different names of bouncing around trying to come up with little aliases till I realised the name Cosmo is wavy enough as it is. So, kind of just stuck with a birth name, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Where are you from?
Bro, born and raised in London, like West London, like Mozart, near Harrow Road, Notting Hill Carnival and all that. Yeah. I mean, family's from Ireland and stuff, so bit of different places, but not much, nothing exciting, bruv, you know. It's just...
I feel. I feel. So, how long have you been doing music, bro?
Well, properly, I'd say like I'd started releasing music 5 years ago, maybe when I was about 21, 22, so I'm 26 now, so about 4 or 5 years ago, but I've been writing and stuff since I was maybe 14, 15, you know.
Yeah. I know, like, I can tell you were nice with a pen because, like, Slow Replies came out in 2017, innit?
Yeah.
And how did that process go of making that project?
Oh, I mean, bro, there was a hope. So before that, I was on the SoundCloud wave, so like releasing music, didn't really know about streaming services, or like I didn't know about these online distributions which you could get onto Apple Music and that. So I had this sort of like, I rolled out a couple singles and they did quite well on SoundCloud, and I ended up saying like, I might as well make a project for people and see, like, I feel like I've always been more of a project artist than single. Yeah. I like bodies of work and I like concepts and I like, you know, like pulling a whole thing together, like a whole piece of art, instead of just giving it one bit of it at a time. And I made this project called the Cosmotion, what was it called? Shit. That's so mad. I've got the Cosmotion Effect or something like that. Wait, I'll Google it now quickly. And I put that up. Something like the Cosmotion Effect or something like that, and that was out in 2015. I think I put that out, and it got a really good reaction again. So I was like, I think I'm going to put my heart and soul into making more projects and like more proper bodies of work. Yeah, it was called the Cosmotion Project.
Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot the name of that.
Minor, because it's such a long time ago anyways.
Yeah.
Besides like writing for yourself, and you have been credited on some people's songs, I have realized. How was that?
Well, what do you mean, like the features I've worked with? Like,
nah, I saying like writing credits or...
I mean, I've done bits and bobs here and there. I mean, I'm doing that nowadays, where I'm working with artists on, like, I'm trying to do songwriting for people and all that. I ain't really, like back in the day, dwell into that too much. I have helped people here and there, and like obviously give credit where it's due. So people always like, you know what I mean, write names if people are in the room. Sometimes you're just in a room and people like to credit you and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I spoke earlier about a bit of a Slow Replies. That's, I don't know, it's just me knowing you personally as well. When I went down to yours in London as well, hella love, good vibe, positivity. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's why I felt like Slow Replies, when they came in, I kind of feel like that's you and like your vibe, especially with songs like Live Free.
Yeah, well, I mean, Slow Replies was definitely, I took a little period of like not releasing music as much as I should have been. I think I got a little caught up in life, like did a lot of drugs and shit, and I just like started, I don't know, not taking it as serious as I should. When I should have been speeding up, I kind of took my foot off the pedal a bit. And so I kind of rushed myself into this, like, I gotta give like another project. Like I had all of this, like just after No Valentino, I was releasing all these songs on Link Up TV and shit. And then I was like, I really gotta make another project. I was panicking myself like a bit, because I'm like, I love music so much, and I always have to feel, I feel like I always have to show and prove that my love for music comes first. So I disappeared for a bit and made this Slow Replies project, which was like summarizing why I wasn't replying, or like why I hadn't been at 100% Like reply was literally in terms of what I was saying, was a representation of how I feel like I've been making mistakes and why I'm replying slow to people, or like I'm treating my own life not at the pace that I should have been, innit? Like,
I understand.
Yeah, something like Live Free. I mean, bruv, that literally was like, for me, not. I don't think there was a single song on there that now I rate as much as I could have. Like, I definitely could have put more into it. But Live Free is something I've tattooed all over my body, and it's something I believe in highly, innit? Like, trying to gauge an understanding for your freedom, or gauge an understanding for what it means to be free.
I feel, because definitely it's current. It's like a current song as well, I would say as well, listening to it and everything. I was just thinking, maybe if you want, like, you could actually like just maybe push it more if you believe that it is current as well. Or for instance, like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
I understand. I think now so this new project that I've just finished called Gospel Truth is entirely about one's own freedom. So like acknowledging what freedom means to yourself, but also the freedom of the world and other people, like you understanding your surroundings, you know, like it's hard in this day and age, it's hard to like actually see any type of physical representation of freedom. Like, it doesn't really exist. Like, with social media, we're being monitored constantly, and you know, like you can't go anywhere with any privacy doesn't exist anymore with social media and all of these different things now. And it is more current than ever, but I mean, like that's old music to me, you know. Like, I've got this whole new stuff. Same message. Don't get me wrong, same message. I'm just saying it in a different way, and I've definitely grown as an artist and a person a lot since Slow Replies. Like, I've been sober for a long time off of like drugs and shit like that. So my mind is a lot clearer again. I feel like I'm back to like understanding how I want to depict my message to people a lot better now. Whereas before I was a little bit clouded. I'll be fully honest, during Slow Replies and before, like, releasing it and even making it, I was still getting fucked up all the time. And I probably shouldn't have been, you know, like, but it was a part of this journey that's made me into the person I am today, I guess. Like, so I don't regret it in a sense, but I definitely, for anyone that's listening, especially kids, like, don't fucking just jump into this life thinking drugs are fun, or being around your mates doing drugs are fun. It's cool at the time, but it catches up on you. Like, it definitely caught up on me heavily. Like,
I feel good looking on that one, because that's a good message, isn't it? So how would you like differentiate yourself from other artists? How do you look at that? Well,
yeah, I mean, it's something I definitely like to focus on, is differentiation. And it's for me, it's the famous saying of being a master of your trait, but be a jack of all trades. So definitely picking something that you know you can attend to, like put in your, is it the 5,000 hour theory? Do songwriting, or do focus on flows, or focus on cadence. Like, and I think I focused on lyrics first of all. When I was growing up, I was writing all the time, and I became like confident in my songwriting and knowing the style of like having your own style. That was a big thing, I believe, actually. Like, being influenced by so many people, it's easy to get caught up in other people's styles, you know. And I made sure that like I picked up on influences, I took a little bit from different places, and then I created my own, you know.
Yeah, that's true, bro. That's something what I want to compliment you about. It's like you have your own kind of bag. And I was thinking about like, how would I describe your style of hip hop, like, or if you even think you make hip hop, but I think you do. But I would kind of say like classical hip hop. It's kind of like I'll be listening to you definitely like on a Sunday morning, or like on like a nice dinner, classical dinner, bumps on Cosmo. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I appreciate that. I mean, I make it for all different scenarios. I hope that people can listen to it on a sunset thing. People can listen to it fucking at a wedding after party. People can listen to it at a festival. People can anywhere, bro. I want you fit it for any mood, you know. But I'm glad that you found somewhere that you enjoy being able to, you know what I'm saying, catch a vibe of it. You know where it fits into your vibe, basically. I like that, man. That's definitely why I release music, you know. Like, I like people to but be able to relate for one, but also vibe in their own ways, innit? Like, have your own opinions on it, have your own feels. Whenever I make a project, even, this is going back to the project thing you were saying, I always love that, like, to make a project knowing that people will have their favourites, innit? Like, I don't like that one song and it's like, you have to like this song. No, I should put out 8 and let you lot decide which one's your favourite. I don't really care. Like, I like all of them, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
You know, like that.
I feel you. So you've been working with a lot of people, right? Like, so what type of artists have you been working with? What collabs have they been?
Oh, I mean, plenty, bruv, to be fully honest. Yeah. I've been a bit quiet since Slow Replies as well. I didn't, like, release a lot of music. I wanted to definitely, like, solidify my lane a little bit, or solidify, like, the branding or the image I wanted to go for, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to confuse people anymore. I've made mistakes in the past, just like doing too much at once or doing too little. And now I've definitely figured out what I'm going to be doing for the next, I'd say, foreseeable future even. And well, the music I'm about to release is a new genre that I've never really tapped into before, but I'm very confident that it's going to do well. I'm in love with this music and like what I'm starting to, the person I'm becoming through this music more than ever. And I mean, I've been working with, in the sense that, bro, people have helped me grow. I've been working with a lot of guitarists and a lot of live instrumentalists, which has had a bigger impact on my career than I could have ever imagined. It's made me love like rock a lot more again, which is what you're going to hear a lot more from me in my next projects. It's like this blend of like what I'm famously known for doing, which is maybe rap or hip hop, and then blending it with like indie and you know, alternative rock and stuff. And I really do believe like this is the music that I'm going to be making pretty much for the rest of my life under the name Cosmo.
So your upcoming project, Gospel Truth, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So Gospel Truth is it's a project that we started a couple years ago. Me and Shiz McNaughty and a couple of other mates. But I was staying at this my friend's house, Shy, in Ladbroke Grove at the time, and we was just experimenting with sounds as we do. And like different guitar sounds and just playful stuff, and I kind of just this sound, I fell in love with it, this guitar kind of sound, blending, like I was saying, with the stuff I was quite known for doing before, or the stuff I love doing, even just with like rapping and like playing with punchlines and whatnot. And then we got all of these different songs, and we said, let's make a project out of it. But I couldn't figure out what to like use it as, or what concept, or how to like package it together. And so we sat on it for a little while. We just made more and more songs as the years went by. Like it was about 2-3 years since we made the first 4 songs that are on the project, and there's still 4 songs on there that are 3 years old. And we just kept on trying to like go back and forth, not knowing exactly how to go about using them all. And I kind of liked that we did that because it happened naturally, and it kind of, so I went on holiday last month and I sat on it, had some time to think, and I kind of came up with this concept of just like what Mac Miller did, because I love Mac Miller and I do love like the way he delivers albums are like definitely journeys. They're like proper storytelling. And so his last thing before he passed away was Circles, Swimming was his first album. And then the album just after he died, but it was supposed to be the second album he was going to release, was Circles. And it was going to be called Swimming in Circles. And it's the same concept of what I'm doing with Gospel Truth, which is the first project's going to be called Gospel Truth, and the second project's called Unholy Land. So it's the Gospel Truth of Unholy Land. And it's just about this journey of my gospel truth, or my God's honest truth of my journey for the last few years. Just being as just open as possible about everything through the music, and then how we've had to deal with it even in the climate of society, and in this place that's become very, I don't know, I would say vile. It's got beauty. The world just definitely has a lot of beauty to it still, but it's become a lot more of a vile place, and a lot more, you know, like it's not as nice to live in, I guess, or like, you know, it's, you know what I understand you.
I understand you, and we definitely need a dose of Cosmo positivity in there.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Giving out positivity, but I have to be honest to people, which is why I believe it is become like an unholy land, and it's not anything to do with religion. This project, it definitely has this. It has its elements of faith, which is based on maybe some of what religion has inspired, but it's nothing to do with religion in a sense at all. Music is my religion, you know. That's why I called it Gospel Truth and Holy Line. Like, music is my religion.
Okay, so we're gonna have 2 projects then.
2 projects.
I'm looking for it. So
Unholy Line will be out like next year. I'm hoping for like March, and Gospel Truth is definitely going to be out very soon.
Okay. You haven't got a date yet, or you don't want to tell us?
I mean, we're aiming for October. Let's say that maybe I'm aiming for like end of October, but possibly later. Maybe November, maybe December. But I'm looking for October. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking for October.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that as well. Definitely, we'll check you out on that one. I mean, so what features have you got on there, and can you give like?
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, back to features. People I have worked with, just in general, just like, I mean, in the last year or two, I've started releasing more songs again. So me and Shiz were on Jammer's last project called Black Russian. I've got a few features here, and I've done a song with my friend from Leicester called Sane. He's an amazing artist. So many people. Sly Fieri's the only feature I've got on this next project, and he's in a group called Nokia Mansion. They're really dope artists from Brighton, and I love how unique they both are. They're like a dynamic duo, perfect. But I've only got one of them for my next project called Sly Fieri, and he's amazing. Yeah, you should definitely listen out for that song. That's gonna slap. Like,
I'll hold you on that one.
Yeah, plenty more features to come on the next project as well. Like, I work with the Manor a lot. I've got Scotty Stacks from the Manor. It's one of my close mates that we work with, and we just use so many people. Really, like, don't want to give away too much just yet, but you know.
So you just explained about how much Mac Miller means to you.
Yeah, Mac, man.
Would you say he's like your most impactful artist then?
I mean, up there with them, definitely. Because I've been listening to Mac since I was young. Like, he was my age pretty much, you know. I think he was a year older than me, but so like when I was younger, when I first started like smoking weed when we was in school and shit, he'd be like the go-to artist too, because he was like very relatable, I guess, like our age. But in America, everyone was still trying to, at that age, copy what Americans were doing to a degree. You know, like, and I mean, like, bruv, he was just so sick. Like, him and Wiz Khalifa, just when we were like 16, were like those go-to weed smoker guys. And then we just grew with Mac, who he also grew out of. Mac grew out of being the weed smoker artist, and Wiz carried on being it. So like, I kind of like stopped listening to Wiz and grew with Mac a bit more because he wanted to do different things. And to be fair, actually, thinking about that now, it definitely made me think, I want to do different things as well. Like, don't just like narrow yourself down, innit? Like,
yeah, that's definitely something. That's why I always be careful with like me asking artists what type of genre they do and stuff, because it's just always that boxing thing that I'm always afraid of. Like, you shouldn't box yourself, never.
Yeah, you know never box yourself, man, at all, bro.
Like the way you just said as well, like jacks are off trade and be able to do whatever. Do you know what
be a jack of all trades. Be a master of one, be a jack of all trades. And if you can be a master of more than one, good on you. But like, I think that like it means it allows other people to be a bit confused in the sense they don't know what to go to you for. You know, if you are master of one, people know what to come to you for.
Exactly, and that's a really interesting point you just brought up, because that is like putting your print as well in your music. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, million percent. Yeah.
Once you discover yourself, you discover your lane, it's easy to market yourself at the same time and for people to be attracted to you because they are used to certain type of values that they have found in you.
1,000,000%, bro. Yeah.
I feel you on that one. But moving on to the quick fire round. But before that, I got a couple questions for you in the fire round. I want to ask you if you got a song for me.
There's a couple songs that I do love, like of my older ones, but I'm definitely more like excited for the newer stuff, innit? You know, so I'd rather give you the new stuff to play, bro.
Okay, no. I'll take the new stuff. So introduce the new stuff for me right now. I want to play it as well.
So the song I'll send you to play, like I was talking about earlier, Sly Fieri. This one's gonna slap like mad. And it's produced by my boy George, who's in a producer group called Slim Typical.
Yeah.
Who's now just been signed to Rudimental as producers at Rudimental's label Major Toms. They're amazing producers, and they worked with some guitarists that I brought in from Brighton called Jules and Jambo, but they're no longer a band together. They were together in a band at the time. But now they've separated. But yeah, they're the guys that produced the song for me. So this Jump featuring Sly Fieri, track number 6, I believe, or 5 on the project.
Yeah,
track number 5. Yeah.
So on your mind like all of that, I know, trying all of that, just trying to get by and all of that. She say I'm slying all of that, maybe cause I'm slying all of that, trying to find you behind all of that. She say I'm slying all of that, maybe cause I'm slying all of that, trying to find you behind all of that. So on your mind like all of that, I know, trying all of that, just trying to get by and all of that. The love just comes and goes, and the money comes and goes. But we still running, but it's close. I guess what's coming so exposed. See, the love just comes and goes, and the money comes and goes. But we still running, but it's close. I guess what's coming so.
That's amazing. Well, I'm looking forward to listen to it and everything. It's dope.
Yeah.
But moving on to our quick fire round. So on this round, you should answer as much question as you can for the opportunity to win some merch. At the end of the season, we're gonna pull up on the artist with the most answers and get him the merch, innit?
Yeah.
So you ready?
Let's do it, G.
Fam, let's go. Worst celeb?
What's a celeb?
Worst celeb?
Worst celeb, 6ix9ine.
Aye. Favorite 2000 club anthem?
2000 club anthem. Music Sounds Better With You.
Drink of choice?
Drink tequila.
Favorite fashion brand?
Ooh, that's an interesting one. Reebok.
Something odd about you?
I don't know why I said Reebok. I kind of like Reebok. There's more out there that I probably like more. But something odd about me.
Yeah.
I study animal psychology, or I went to study animal psychology at university, and I'm planning to go back to finish it.
Nice. First song made?
First song I made?
Yeah.
No Feelings.
Okay. Favorite memory?
Ooh. South Africa. I was in Kruger. I went to a national park with my cousins. And yeah, it changed my life. South Africa in general changed my life. I'd say South Africa, yeah.
That's amazing. Well, nice one. You got a couple nice questions there. You tie with someone now 7-7. But now, how is South Africa though still?
Oh, bruv, it was insane, man. I mean, I was about 18 at the time, 19, and I mean, we only went out for 10 days just to go and see. Never been outside of Europe really. I always fly like fucking France, Italy. It was like, let's just do somewhere different this time.
Yeah.
Went to Cape Town and for a few days, and just coming out of the airport was just like a massive eye opener. Like seeing how many people live in these crazy conditions and stuff in these mad shanties and that. It was heartbreaking. And then just like getting to go to Nelson Mandela's prison. We went to like where he stayed in prison for 25 years. Like the walk to freedom where he wrote the book was also a big like thing for me. I don't know, I do like I said, freedom so big for me. Nelson Mandela is definitely a pivotal character or pivotal icon in the conversation of freedom. And then going to Kruger was just seeing animals in their natural habitat was just something that changed my perspective on everything. Like, even though I see it still till this day, I'm still not fully vegan. I mean, it's something I definitely believe in. Like, veganism is if you love animals, you shouldn't eat them. Like,
yeah, I understand.
I'm a bit of a hypocrite, and I'm getting there. Like, but it's just one step at a time, I guess. Isn't it?
Before you leave me, what one advice for any other artists out here have you got? What
advice do I have, bro? Honestly, best advice I was ever given was just don't ever stop doing what you're doing, innit? You're only ever one song away from everything changing, like don't ever think that just because you're not getting the attention that you want right now, that it's never gonna happen. You know, like people live with self-doubt and like they create all of these problems in their mind, but in reality, things just take time and things aren't as like exciting as you like there to be. But you only see 15 seconds of people's lives on Instagram. You don't see the other 24 hours of the day of the work and the structure people put behind these brands and these people with these millions of followers. I promise you, man, it's a lot more technical and complicated than it seems, but it's a beautiful process, and you have to trust the process. If you want it to be possible, you really have to trust the process and keep doing what you're doing, bro. Like keep practicing. Practice every day. Practice truly does make perfect. Well, not perfect. There's no such thing as perfect, but practice will get you close enough to it. Like,
thank you very much, my brother. I agree with that 100%.
Pleasure being on the show, bro. Come on, man. Anytime.
Well, thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. I was probably, most likely, see you pretty much soon again. Fam.
Yeah. I mean, next time you're down,
it was great.
Without me in it, bro. You know.
I will do, fam. Yeah.
All right.
Bless up, bro. You enjoy the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Gospel True coming out. Cosmo putting in work again.
Done.
And talk to you soon, bro.
Love, G. Done.
Fucking my brain, tell me I'm dead. Show me like you know I ain't dead. No, I ain't dead. How you gonna be on my page and you're writing instead? Feeling like I'm losing my way and I can't see your head. Flip on the gap, a chicken and flat. Grinding like we know where it's at. You fall on each head. Scraping on my elbows and night. You fucking my wrist. You're losing like we never could learn. No one could hear. Fucking like we making it up.
It's on your mind like all of that. I know, trying all of that. Just trying to get by and all of that. Ooh, she say I'm sly and all of that. Maybe cause I'm sly and all of that. Trying to find you behind all of that. Ooh, she say I'm sly and all of that. Maybe cause I'm sly and all of that. Trying to find you behind all of that. Ooh, it's on your mind like all of that. I know, trying all of that. Just trying to get by and all of that.